I'm a student of economics, but my career took a turn towards applied work because I joined the IIM Bangalore. And the focus there is not so much on theory per se as on problem solving. And therefore, I began to look at issues from a point of view, not just theoretical clarity, but also how a suggested solution could be implemented. So this has been something that I've been concerned with. I've gone through various phases. I looked, for example, in the beginning about issues of appropriate technology. There was a very exciting group in Bangalore called Astra, of which I became a part. And what we learned at that point in time was that scientific solutions by themselves are not enough. Management practices by themselves, which evolved from the corporate sector, are not enough. One needs to understand in a much deeper way the relationship between the society in which an innovation is to come and the kind of solutions that you want. It took a long time for us to understand that the democratic processes in the long run are the best way of getting sustained changes into place. So with all this is where I am today, but today my interests basically are in trying to understand local governments, city governments, and how the cities can be helped to do what they have to do in the new India. Cities are where the jobs will be, cities are where new activities will take place. And in a country that has thought so long about rural development, this requires a change in one's thinking. And these are the problems I'm grappling with. I think cities are more important than we tend to realize in India. And I think one of the biggest challenges we have is how to manage and govern cities. Bangalore, for example, is a city that has been caught by a lot of growth that came in. It came in unexpectedly. The government didn't know what to do with it. But the city has been completely unable to cope. Between, say, 91 and 2011, the city has more than doubled in size. The basic nature of the city has changed from one which depended on public sector enterprises to one which excels in services. Along with this, there is a huge development of the garments industry based on cheap female labor. These are very, very important in the sort of the economy of Bangalore. But we've not really understood how to deal with it. And therefore, from the experience of Bangalore, we have to learn how to predict the kind of growth cities will take, how to prepare for that kind of growth. In Karnataka, for example, the government has to decide whether it will put all its eggs in Bangalore or follow a policy where other cities are allowed to develop, so that the development efforts are scattered across the state. So there are a lot of big issues that have to be dealt with, which are only now beginning to understand. I think the idea of this is to widen the base of thinking on city problems. It is an effort to take it away from just a few specialists and take it across to universities, to students in different institutions with different backgrounds to engage. And therefore the idea of a challenge where we ask people to make proposals based upon their own interests, their own cities, a problem that they identify. And the way a challenge works is that you call for a very large number of proposals, which are vetted by an expert group. A small number is selected for further work based upon the importance of the issue, the creativeness of the proposal, and so on. And once a small group is selected, it is mentored. It's given support by people from IIHS in order to try and help them find or get a deeper understanding of the problems they're looking at. I don't expect that through Sankranti cities will find solutions, but cities will begin the process of thinking in a creative way. And I think that's a very important thing. I think the idea of a challenge like this is a very innovative one. It's a good way of getting a large number of people involved. And what I like particularly about the Sankranti program at this stage is that we don't know who the groups are. They could come from any part of the country. It could be big cities, it could be small cities. And therefore, when we interact with those who are selected for the next stage of the Sankranti program, we ourselves will learn a great deal. I think it's a very innovative thing that others should do as well. And I'm looking forward to the kind of results that will come out from it. I don't think the mentors have very much to give. The role that I see for ourselves is to talk to the various groups that come up, try to help them clarify their thinking, try to ask them questions and force them to find answers. Very often, scientific research is a conversation. If you look at the way the major progress was made in different branches of science, is through debate and discussion. So I would say that our role as a mentor is to listen to the proposals that are made, ask critical questions, link it up to examples we know, try and ask difficult questions about challenges or problems that they have to solve. And through the dialogue, I would hope that these young people who are responding to the Sankranti challenge will be better off in the sense that their thinking will take a quantum jump.